scoring first half by a Hawks team in the 40-minute era. Was your highest scoring first quarter in the 40-minute era. So plenty of life offensively in the first half. I suppose from a coaching perspective, to learn from Cairns and come out with that energy and the baseball bats and blue bats in the first half, is that the best part of the first half?
100%. We've found ways to win and lose games all types of ways. But one way we haven't was trying to dominate for 40 minutes. And we tried to do our best tonight. And I felt the first five and the guys came and set that tone early of where they want to sit there and how they want to make sure that they set the tone for everybody else. So that was probably the most pleasing part of today's game. We could have finished better, but at the end of the day, the way we started and, how we kept it on, our foot on the pedal for the first half was pretty good.
I know you want to be aggressive for the whole 40 minutes, but maybe it's a question for Sam, when you're leading by 21 at half-time, is it almost impossible just to maintain the same level of intensity and desire? Because it's unarguable, you're having 21 points.
It's not impossible. I mean, we did it the first game against them. And it's something, our third quarters, these last couple of games haven't been that good, so it's something we've been wanting to work on. And there's been a couple of games this year where we have played 4 quarters and we've absolutely demolished teams.
George, what happened in the second half?
Complacency, once again. Just got us as a group just taking ill-advised shots and then not making some. We got a ton of inside layups, for guys who had point-blank shots. They could have, wish they would have had it back. And then on the defensive end, our communication was unbelievable. Then when it got on the second half, it was pretty quiet, right? And then, New Zealand, at the end of the day, they have nothing to lose. And so being able to get a free shot or, a momentum going, that was all they needed to, for guys like, for them to score the ball. So it was just complacency, and we just got to make sure we keep that same fire for second half that we did first half.
It seemed like Darius was locked in from the get-go. He made his first few. What's the key to keeping him locked into a game, even when he doesn't make his first few shots?
It's really on D. He got to make sure just paying attention to details consistently, and his game is, his offensive game is going to always come. So we just want to make sure that he pays attention, to details, which he has been doing a great job of recently. So and once we get both halves on offense and defense from Darius, then he's an exceptional player.
They had a lot of difficulty throwing the ball inside to Taco. What was the key to making sure that they weren't able to get the ball inside?
It was what we applied in the scout during the week, and that was a lot of my role tonight, was just take Taco out of the game, and I took a bit of pride in that, and I thought I did a pretty good job.
So when we had Andrew Bogan in commentary, he was lauding your battle with Sam Menenga and the effort you did on Taco. How much pride do you take out of tonight defensively? Like, the score sheet doesn't line up in favour of you, but what's not reflected on here, how much pride do you take in that?
Yeah, a lot. And that was the game plan tonight, especially when Taco is on. It's not going to be me scoring or even facilitating so much, but it's, get Tyler, Trey open, and then they will find guys and get Darius shots. And I thought I did a good job of that in the first half. And then second half, had a few shots I probably could have made myself that I'm sure JT will be talking. That's what he was talking about before. But, that's part of the game. You're not going to make everything every night. And I was quite happy with how I helped those guys get their buckets.
Tell us a bit about how it is to come up against a guy that tall.
Yeah, I've never played anyone that big and who's that coordinated. He gets to do what he wants with his arms and elbows, so that's a bit hard to deal with sometimes, but it's a battle and it's fun, and we did a good job on him tonight.
Sam, this might be a stupid question. Is there a challenge in going up against 2 completely different bigs, like Taco, who is very unique, like a one-on-one, and then Sam is like a stretch big who can put the ball on the floor?
A little bit. But that's what we apply the scout for, and during the week we were ready for that. And, some of their stuff is they have completely different offensive sets for when they have the 2 guys in. I think it might have taken a possession of adjustment when Sam came in. I jumped at one of his 3 balls and he went in and got a dunk. But after that, I thought we did an okay job. He had a good game tonight. So, yeah, it is a bit hard when you're so focused on battling this big fella inside, and then you got to switch out and guard a pretty mobile guy.
Doesn't get any easier for you, mate. You've got another big man to mark on
Yeah, we do. I mean, Humphreys and Harrell are both super talented guys, so it's another challenge defensively. But you know, that's the beauty of our team is they've also got to guard us.
JT, have you thought about Adelaide? They're the only team Hawks haven't beaten this year.
We coming there Monday. We'll be ready. It's you know, my guys understand that you know, we're not going to win every series. We gave, you know, one to Southeast, we gave one to Adelaide, but we're not trying to get swept. So we coming on Monday.
Coach, again, I'll defer to the experts tonight. They say Hawks, worthy laddie leaders, absolutely the team to beat for the championship. The thing we want to see from them now is closing games out with a bit more surety or composure. Is that your sort of number one box to tick in the run of the playoffs?
That with a couple other things, but I definitely understand how the critics can see that. You know, and you know, it's a privilege to be even mentioned to have an opportunity to win a championship right now, since we're still like 7-8 games out. But the body of work that we put in so far can give us that credit. But you're right, there's still a lot of things we need to check off, and closing the game is one.
JT, when you've got a team that is scoring as freely as this team is this year, how hard is it as a coach to get across needing to focus on that defensive, particularly finals coming, because it doesn't matter how much you try, a team can start thinking, oh, if the tempo's up, we'll score more points anyway.
Yeah.
How do you do that as a coach and get that through in?
It's a lot of different ways to do it, but I mean, it has been working for us, and then sometimes it hasn't, because I mean, we just gave up 100 points to a wounded duck team as New Zealand, you know, and I mean, at the end of the day, they played their hearts out. I tip my hat off to them, but I still challenge my guys to understand that we don't, you know, if New Zealand can score 100 points like this, even though we scored more than Adelaide can score 100, then anybody can score 100. We have to find a way to lock on in, but it's just with me, keep challenging them in practice. Keep finding a rotation that's locked in defensively, because they all can score the ball.
Well done, man.
Thank you, fellas. See you Monday.